Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Your Time to Shine, a radio show designed to help you explore your own divine gifts. How are you, everyone? I have been on a little bit of a hiatus for the last 6 weeks, trying to recover from a pretty nasty illness and juggling some family turmoil and issues on top of that. So it's been a really interesting few weeks, but I am back and I am ready to talk with you and hear what you all have to say. So we just came off of Thanksgiving week here in the US, and Thanksgiving, all about being thankful, being with friends and family, and all the great things that go along with that. And, that brought me to kind of not only what I've been dealing with in my personal life, but then Thanksgiving on top of that made just this great topic to talk about tonight. So as we go through life, we're going to hit bumps and hiccups along the way. Some of them are going to be a little more extreme than others. And some of them we're tearing our hair out. Some of them we slide right through, no big deal. But it's those times when things pile up. It's like, it seems to be like one thing after another, after another, after another. And pretty soon you feel like you have the weight of the world on your shoulders, and you don't know how to crawl out from all of this, what seems to be bad luck and negativity. And I personally pride myself on being a very positive person in life, and it takes a lot to get me down. And so when I get to that point, it makes me stop and think about how I need to find more things to be grateful in life. Now that, when you're that kind of far down, is so much easier said than done. I will be the first one to tell you, so much easier said than done. So what do you do when you find yourself in that spot? Because sometime during that peak of your life, you're going to find that. There's just going to be things that go on. How do you cope with that? How do you find the gratitude? How do you come back to that space? And I have to tell you, I had to dig really, really, really deep, probably deeper than I have ever had to dig in my life. And so it really made me aware of some of the things that helped me get through that. Now, what are some of those things, you ask? So, I did a lot of meditation when I could. Now, granted, I was sick a good portion of that time. So trying to meditate was not my thing. But once I kind of got out of that and I was feeling a little bit better, meditation really helped, really helped me get to a different level. Leaning on my friends and family and those trusted ones around us. We all have those people. We all have those trusted people that we would just hold so close and know that they are with us through thick and thin. So lean on those people. And, maybe you don't need anybody to give you any answers. You're just looking for someone to hear you out, just to let it all out so that it's not in you anymore. It's not in your body. You're releasing it and letting that go. And so I relied a lot on my friends, my very close friends, to help me get through that. And I also tried to do what I call, and I've talked a little bit about this on some past shows, ramblings of gratitude. And what is that? So ramblings of gratitude are picking either one thing or a multitude of things that you're thankful and grateful for. They could be as simple as the shoes on your feet. So it can be super simple. You could go into something and you just have to carry the thought for 17 seconds. And if you carry that thought for 17 seconds, you kind of feel a little bit of a lift. If you can carry that thought, or even if you can carry that through your voice and continue to talk about it for a minute, you raise even higher in your vibration. If you can talk about it or think about it and visualize it for 3 minutes, that's when all the manifestation, all the good things that come to you, that's where all that yummy juiciness comes from. So, what does this look like? So, I'm going to take the example of my car. And you just start by saying, I love my car. I am so happy and grateful for my car. I know when I get in my car, it's going to take me from point A to point B because it's so reliable. I'm so grateful and thankful for my car. I get in it and it's nice and toasty warm after it's been running. And I know that I'm safe and I'm warm and I'm going to get from point A to point B. And I'm so happy and grateful and thankful for my car. I love my car. I love the way the seats feel when you get inside of it and you sit down and you start going down the road. It's so comfortable. It's so plush. I absolutely love my car. I love how I can go put gas in it and it runs just perfectly. I am so grateful and so thankful for my car. I'm so grateful for what it can do. In the summer, when it's hot, I can stay cool. In the winter, when it's warm or cold, I can stay warm. I'm so grateful and thankful for my car. So that's just an example. You always want to start off with, I am so thankful for. You always want to end with, I am so thankful for. Now, some of you are really great visualizers. So you can visualize things in your head. You can see yourself sitting in the car. You can see how it feels. You can see it going down the road. You can see it driving from your house to your office. And that works great. For those of you who don't have that great of, the imagination, that's a hard one for you. You can talk it out just like I did. You can talk it out silently or you can talk it out aloud. Now, voice projection is going to be way more powerful in the universe than just saying it inside and keeping it inside. But it doesn't mean that it doesn't work the same way. You could even write it out. You could write it out on a piece of paper, why you're so grateful and thankful for something. Now, again, I just focused on my car. You don't have to do that. You can be thankful for the shoes on your feet. You can be thankful for your car. You can be thankful for your job. And you can just keep going and going and going. Whatever makes the most sense for you, whatever it takes to raise your vibration and get you out of that space that is not good for you and no fun. Because you don't want to stay there for very long. You want to bounce right back out of that. So try that, the ramblings of gratitude. See how long you can keep it going. Because as you work with it and as you practice it, 3 minutes, believe me, 3 minutes will go just like that. And you'll see how easy it really is. So if you have any questions about the ramblings of gratitude, how to do it, what it looks like, feel free to reach out to me on Facebook at Julie YeagerWalker Medium, or you can catch me over on, my other Facebook page is Your Time to Shine, or my website is www.wingsofsoulswithjulie.com, and I'd be happy to help you get through that process. So now we are going to head to the phone lines. We have Kura in New Wales, Australia. Oh, Lynn, pardon me, I read that wrong. Lynn, good evening and welcome to Your Time to Shine.
Good evening.
How are you?
Yes, I'm good, thank you.
Excellent. So what can we do for you this evening?
I would just like to know what's ahead in the next 6 months, please.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that last part again?
I would just like to know what's ahead for me in the next 6 months, please.
Okay. Okay. Perfect. So let me just tune into your guides and see what they have for you. There's going to be a little bit of silence while I tune in here, but be assured that I haven't gone anywhere and I'll be right back with you, okay?
Thank you.
Wow. So immediately, my guides are showing me that you are going through a huge transition. Um, it's a very big transition. Hang on, let me see if they can show me exactly what that transition is. They're showing me a crossroad. Do you feel like or like a split in the road? Are you feeling like
Yes,
you've come to this crossroad and you don't know where you're headed?
yes, yes, that's right.
Okay. So, what they're telling me is that either direction you take at this crossroad is going to be okay. They said what you need to decide is you really need to drop down into your heart and think about what it is that's really going to fulfill you in that journey. Because they're showing me that no matter which way you go, it will be okay. One is probably going to be a little bit more fulfilling for you than going the other direction.
Oh,
So I'm getting
okay.
the feeling I'm getting the feeling that it might be a job related transition.
Oh, okay.
That there is, have you been thinking about changing jobs, or has that been kind of swirling around, or has something been catching your attention and making you stop and think and you think, I wonder.
Um, not with work, no.
Okay. Well, they're showing me that there is some kind of a transition coming up. Whether that is a transition within the same company, within the same um, like maybe they're showing me it's like what you're doing right now, there's like another direction or another offshoot that you can take. And it's very possible that it's still within the company you're with. It's just a little bit different direction than what you're going right now.
Oh, okay. Okay, thank you for that.
Uh, yeah, you're welcome. I'm just looking to see if there's anything else that they want to show me here. So one moment. Um, they're showing me that you have a healing side to you. Do you practice like Reiki or um, some type of healing modality right now, or have you been thinking about that?
Yes, I do, Reiki.
You do Reiki, okay. Um,
Yes.
they're showing me that you need to do a lot more with your Reiki business. Um, are you doing it as a business, or are you just playing around with it,
No, I'm
doing
just doing
Reiki
family
for
and friends
friends?
now.
Okay. Because, okay, so they're kind of showing me. So, do you have another job besides Reiki as well?
I'm not working at the moment, but I usually do pet therapy, taking pets to hospital.
Okay. Because what they're showing me is that you can take your Reiki to like there's like a whole nother level um, that it's almost like you're holding back a little bit on your Reiki. And they're saying that you need to get out there. People need you. People are waiting for you to come. Um, but you need to be able to get out there and put yourself out there. They're showing me that you've been a little bit hesitant to put yourself out there and be that vulnerable person um, with your business and with Reiki.
Right. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
they said that.
Right.
Okay, they're just showing me that you can be so much more with that than what you're allowing yourself to
Okay.
be. Um,
Um, yes, I work with animals.
okay, okay. They're showing me like you and connecting to different people around your community. They're showing me that it's almost like you need to get like a networking group, or you need to find common people who can work with you and kind of pass your name out there. I'm also being shown that your
Yep.
guides are saying, ask for help. Don't do this on your own. Ask for help. Write down what it is
Okay.
that
Yes.
you want your business to look like, and
Okay.
then give it to your guides. Give it to your guides and say, here's my outline for my business. Show me and help me get through this. Because they say you're trying to take this on your own, and they could help you with this.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
They're showing me you have a very, very bright future. I mean, like when I first connected with your guides, it was like this huge explosion. And it wasn't an explosion that's like a devastating explosion. It was like an explosion of bursting out, of, connecting and getting out there. 2020 is going to be a really powerful year. And so I'm seeing that, I'm kind of seeing that with you and what's transpiring. And it's like right now, this month, and probably into January, they're showing me is when you need to start looking at your business, start creating what that looks like. Write down um, how many people am I going to see during the week, and actually start putting them down like on a calendar, like you have those people there signed up, and you say on Saturday from 12 to 1, I'm going to be seeing a customer. I'm going to be seeing a client.
Okay.
And from 3 to 4, I'm going to see another client. So get like a calendar and a schedule, and just have fun with it, play with it. Say, this is where I want my people to come. This is where I want my customers.
Yes. Okay. That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's very high, powerful, exciting energy around you and around the Reiki. And I can see how the animals really, really, they just take to you. I mean, it's like they're butter in your hands. I mean, they just melt. Um, so it's a fantastic, beautiful, beautiful thing. Um, so work with that. Really, really outline what it is you want to see this become, and then call in your guides and your angels and say, here it is on paper. Help me with this. Show me.
Yeah. A little bit like manifesting.
Exactly like manifesting. Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Could I ask which guides you spoke with, please?
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you repeat that?
Could I ask which guides you spoke with, please?
Ask which
guide you spoke with or connected to.
oh, which side?
Which guide?
Oh, which guide?
Yes.
You have many of them. Archangel Michael comes really heavily into the forefront.
Yes.
He is really out in the forefront for you. I see other angels around you as well. And I see Archangel Azrael around you as well. So, you can call on them, or if there's somebody else, if there's another guide, if there's a loved one that you know of, feel free to call on them. It doesn't have to be Archangel Michael or, anyone like that. But I can feel their presence around you very much.
Okay, great. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Is there anything else that I can help you with tonight?
Oh, yes, there is actually. I was applying for a housing allocation. Just wondering how will that go?
So for a new place to live, okay.
For a public housing.
So is this a place that you've been looking at for quite some time, or that you've been going back and forth with it for a while?
I've been going back and forth with the application. They just keep sending more and more details that they need.
Okay.
Yes.
They're showing me you haven't found it yet. There's one coming up.
Coming up though is yes. Is there a length of time or long or short or?
So they're showing me that it's coming up soon.
Okay.
Yeah, they're showing me that it's going to be sooner rather than later. The one little caveat I will put on that is that their time frame and our human time frame don't always coincide. But I'm feeling like that it's probably within the next 6 months that something is going to come up. Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you are very welcome. Is there anything else I can help you with tonight?
No, I think that was all I wanted to know. Thank you so much.
Okay. I'm really being shown that a lot is going to be happening in the next 6 months for you. So it feels very, very exciting. So do a lot of manifesting, a lot of reflection, a lot of writing, and of course, ask your guides for help.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, well, thank you so much.
You're so welcome, Lynn. Have a wonderful evening.
Yes, you too. Thank you again. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye. Well, that almost wraps it up here for us tonight. Again, if you want to get a hold of me, you can reach me over at my website at www.wingsofsoulswithjulie.com. I can also be reached on my Facebook page at Julie YeagerWalker Medium, or Your Time to Shine. And I have been very lackadaisical about posting any new and exciting things coming up, but I will have some new upcoming classes coming up in the first of the year. And so be on the lookout for that. I'm going to be changing things up a little bit for all of you who have been following me so diligently. And I want to just put a shout out there to those who have reached out to me during these last 6 weeks with encouragement and prayers and all the wonderful, wonderful things that you have all done to support me during this time. And remember, ramblings of gratitude, huge, huge. And don't be afraid to sit down and work with it. And sit down with a friend or a partner and do it, because it's very, very powerful when you do it with somebody else, when you sit down and you have to look them in the eye and talk about these ramblings of gratitude. It can be very, very powerful. So don't be afraid to get out there, raise your vibration, explore all the great things that you are so grateful and thankful for. And as we're going into the holiday season, things are going to get crazy and people could be cranky. But just remember, we're all made of the same fabric. We're all going through something. Be patient with each other, love each other through it, and remember your gratitude, and remember your I can't even say it, ramblings of gratitude. So that is all for me this evening, everyone. Have a wonderful evening, and we will see you again next Thursday night.